Good day, everyone. This is MB. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this lesson, we are going to do a couple of simple projects on the TwinCAT. So to do that, we have created our program. So what we do, um, we want to write a very simple program, which is this one. It is we have two switch, one switch in here, one switch in here, and we want to turn on and off a light. So we write this program by structured text. We are gonna do ladder or sequential later, but for now we are just gonna turn on and off these lights. So when this one is on and then we turn it back off, it's gonna turn this one off. All right, and then we are going to simulate it anyway. So to do that, we need to add a program. So you just need to right click on the POU. On POU we write the program. So I call this program as to switch and one light. So we choose program, not the function block, program, and in here we use the structured text. Okay. It's the best that you try to write the program by yourself and then come back and check if you have written the program right, but we just do a simple one, so it's better to see how it's gonna go. So we do boolean. So what we have two switch and the light. So we have a boolean switch 1, it's bool, and boolean switch 2, it's also, and then we have a light. So what we need to do in here is say this light is gonna get turned on if we turn on the switch 1 and switch 2, or we switch 1 and in here we say not be switch 2. So when we add this one, the not, it means this one is normally closed. Okay, and this is the OR letter. Okay, to check it, we add the visualization, call it on switch on light. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna build it because I will have the variables, and then in here in the toolbox I'll add two tip switches. Tip switch 1, I change the way to yellow, and then the variable, if you come here, we come to the to switch. So this is the switch 1. I just copy this switch and because we don't want to use any hardware. We don't need any hardware. We can just simulate it on our computer. And then this is the light. The light is here. All right. So we compile it. What we need to do in here, we need to call this program into the main one, because what this program is doing is reading this, only the main one. So this is a PLC task. And then when you write the first couple of words, you can hold Control and press space. Then it's gonna write the rest for you. That's the magic part of it. You do it. You need to write it exactly the same way that I've written. And then it's gonna read this program into the main one. All right. So we compile it. Control Shift B is the compiling. We go online. You want to change? Yes. Okay. Now this is the program, and then this is the visualization. Take this one out. Actually, I'm gonna take this one out. And then we have this one in here. So what's been happening, I'll do it in this way so we can see it better. We press this switch, it turns off. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have written not in here as well. Not switch one. It's gonna compile again. Do the changes. Yes, please. All right. So if I press this one, turns off. If I press the other one, turns on. Okay. So these are the deep switches, and you will see the values in here. You can change the value in here as well. So I do this one as false. It's going to do it in this way. Okay. This is a simple program. And yeah, as I said, it's the best that you write it by yourself, but if you want to check it later how to write it, you can just write this program in a single line. The next one that we are gonna do is this program. So in this program, what it's telling us, we have 3 switches. One of them is start push button, the second one is stop push button, third one is a test, and then we have one error signal as well. So when we press this start, it's going to turn on the fan. When we press this stop, it's going to turn off the fan. If it's on error, we cannot turn on this one, only by the test button. So if we push the test, even if it's on error, it's going to turn on the fan. Okay, so you might need to pause it and then write the program. If it's going to take a couple of hours, doesn't matter. That's the best that you write it by yourself. I'm going to show you how to write it anyway. Okay, so what we do, we start another, we go offline, we make another program. In here it's we call this program as fan. All right, then again program, it's in a structured text. So what are the variables that we have is Boolean button. Cool. It's the best that you add the variable at the front of your any variable that you write it. Okay, so I definitely, because you will write a big program later on, you will need to understand if this variable that you're using it in your program, what sort of variable this is it. So it's going to be much more neat if you write it in the way that I write it. All right, so we have boolean stop push button, and then we have the boolean test push button. We also have a boolean error. We also have the boolean fan. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna add a couple of variables so I can see it better. So I'm doing a the fan is on. Actually, I'm calling it on state 1, also on state 2. So it's going to be boolean again. So these are the variables that I have. All right. What I'm doing, I say if the one of the one of them is only pushing the test button. So boolean on state 1. So this one is just test push button. Okay, I don't care about the other stuff. On the second one, I will say it be on state 2. I set it by the start. So if I push the start push button, it's going to turn it on. But it should be in a way that is the error is not there. So if the error is there, it's not gonna turn it on. And then I want to reset it. Or if the error there is there again, it's gonna turn off the fan for us. All right. So the fan is gonna turn on if this one or this one is true. All right. So we are going to visualize it again. And so what we have the push button. I'm gonna add a deep switch as well. Okay. This one is the error. And also for the fan, I just use a light. All right. I'm gonna change the behavior of this push button. Just gonna be a tapping thing, and variable in the other program that I've written, I write as start push button. This one is red, this one maybe green. I change this one to stop. And this one is going to be the test. And light is going to be the fan. This one is also the air. Okay. Then again, I come in the main program. In this one, I will write it as fan. So I start the fan, I stop it, or if I hold this one, it's gonna work. If I leave it, it will stop working. If this one is true, see, it doesn't start. But if I hold this one, it's gonna work. It's the same if I bring this one in here. You will see. So I turn the error off. I started, set it true, I stop it. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is going to be a bit more tricky. The third one is a program that we want to start a motor or a light or whatever, that we press this one for once, it's gonna turn on, then we press the same switch, it's gonna turn it off. Okay, it's the best that you write it by yourself. It's a bit tricky. It may take, for if you're starting to write these sort of programs, maybe it's gonna take you a while that you write it, but it's the best that you write it by yourself. And then if you cannot, just come and check it. You can get the ChatGPT to help you as well. All right, so I call it on off same function. Okay. So what we have a boolean push button. We also have a boolean, I call it a motor because we want to turn on a motor by a switch. Also the previous state of the push button that we have. So I write it B previous state Okay, so I say if, so we write an if clause for it. Okay, so boolean push button and not be previous state, then be motor, also not be motor. Okay, and then the be previous state equals to be push button. All right, do the visualization. Let me just compile it so I make sure that I haven't written anything wrong. Okay, yeah, this one's good. So I do the visualization for this one again. So yeah, they push switch. It's the variable is here. And also get a light as a representative of the motor. Okay. Just bring this one here. So in the main program, we are going to call it as well. Okay. Now we go online. Logging with online changer. Okay, I press it, it turns on. Let me change the type of this switch. So what I've done in here, I want to be a tapper switch. Okay, not that I press it, it says it. All right. So turns off, I press it, turns on, press it, turns off. Try to write this program in different way as well. Like if you can write it in one different way as well, that's great. All right, hope you enjoyed it. I will put more um, videos in here. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.